I would play that Steinway from ages of 10 to 17. I would practice for 3 hours a day, and I would play until my hands would grow long and slender like a woman's. I would eventually start walking around hunched and knotted like some kind of Transylvanian harpsichordist. My parents would enter me into local competitions where mothers and fathers execute a cold, Machiavellian reticence, sitting together not as husbands and wives, but as co-conspirators, not as lovers, but as collaborators in the industry of manufacturing perfection. Hands poised on knees, backs arched, necks stiff with righteous perpendicularity. Some stand incredibly still, as though their severity will somehow conjure the perfect note. Some kneel in a strange, sustained genuflection. Some position themselves in the aisles, arms akimbo, a posture of gentle warfare. These parents are agents and coaches and tutors and mentors and managers all rolled into one. They are priest and jailer, savior and executioner, investor. They lock you in practice rooms and surreptitiously record your third crack at Greg. They keep time with a pencil better than your teacher. They drill you and hug you and make you manicure your nails to the point of cuticle supremacy. It is uncompromising, willful training. Over time, a horse owner rears his prize colt from foal to derby winner with a subtle, sustained use of his riding crop. I would win some of the small competitions. I'd lose all the big ones. So, it's 7:30, and the sun is a flaming orb on the horizon. There are colors in the sky, reds, pinks, burnt oranges. Clouds like frayed gauze, their underbellies golden somehow. Steely Dan is well into its chorus. The Cuervo Gold, the fine Colombian, make tonight a wonderful thing. I turn north onto Gale Drive and I decide not to go home. There's a place where I sometimes go and think. It's an enormous platoon of power lines that buzz with a kind of indifferent somnolence. The radio trees. Some people go to bars, others go to the quarry, some go to a restaurant on the east side where women in cheap lingerie will dance on your table. I go to the radio trees. I want to take my shoes off and feel the buzz in my feet. I accelerate. Something small runs out into the road. I brake. Nothing happens. It's a dog, a garbage can, a plastic bag that's stolen a bit of breeze. I pump the brake pedal. I might as well be pumping a bologna sandwich. I swerve. There's a thud, a hollow, almost wooden thud, small as an egg. I continue pumping the brakes. Nothing happens. Steely Dan turns to the Alan Parks Project. I am the eye in the sky. Pump the brakes, and the Electra just keeps going, as though by its own volition. I swerve, I counter-swerve, I crash into a large oak tree at the end of the street. The front end of the Electra accordions to the windshield. Birds are everywhere. A schizophrenic cloud of crows. I crack 3 ribs and break my nose. I can taste the metal in my blood like warm pewter. The speedometer sticks at 45 miles an hour. In that strange, post-crash, ethereal silence, I get out of the car and walk the 100 yards or so back to where I heard the thud. The crows have formed a kind of wavering anvil and are flying south toward the sound of the highway. It feels as if the steering wheel has been inserted into my ribcage. My legs take me. The hip bone is connected to the leg bone. My sister's body lies in the street. Looks like a doll's body. Legs, feet, yellow socks perfectly folded, bits of lace turned down, my mother's touch. Shoes so small, it's as if they were born out of a children's fable. Hands, arms, neck. A small white dress with blue flowers, anemones, buttercups. Her head is across the street. It has rolled into the Petersons' driveway. I walk over and pick it up, simply, perfunctorily, only a feeling of great clarity and absence, like a sudden gust of lake wind, as if it's a ball or some kind of fugitive picnic toy. Its weight seems tremendous. I will reattach it to the neck and she will rise off the pavement and go back into the house and wash up for supper. As I'm reattaching. My mother can be seen framed in the living room window, her hand pressed against the glass, her head slightly tilted as though she is peering out over a strange body of water, as though she is watching something hellish emerging from the fog. The sound of sirens, shrieking sirens from all directions. The shrieking turns into a kind of weeping. Sirens weeping in an octave.